fame. If I pull it out, it's a profit. These scriptures keep flowing while teaching disciples. You can catch me in the gauntlets with a roster full of monsters. If I pull it out, it's a profit. This the sound of insurrection. Keep a round in the weapon. Blowing loud, it's a session. Lighters up, Kemet the goddess. Pour out effervescence, be the runner-up, the next contestant. Not hearing you haters, ain't no blocking my blessings. They try to douse my flame. Ain't no stopping us now. But my spirit is titans. They wanna douse my flame and claim my intellectual likeness. And claim my intellectual likeness. You can catch me in the gauntlets with a roster full of monsters. Keep the heat in the topics. Yes, they can try as they can. They to douse my flame. 10 toes where I stand, I'm the motherfucking man. Wanna put out my flame. They don't know nice is eternal. Now I got nice light infernos. They're trying to douse my flame. Yes, they can try as they can. They to douse my flame. 10 toes where I stand, I'm the motherfucking man. Wanna put out my flame. They try to douse my flame, no stopping us now. My spirit is tightened. They wanna douse my flame and claim my intellectual likeness. You can catch me in the gauntlets with a roster full of monsters. Keep the heat in the topics. They try to douse my flame. Ain't no stopping us now. But my spirit is tightened. They wanna douse my flame and claim my intellectual likeness. And claim my intellectual likeness. You can catch me in the gauntlet with a roster full of monsters. Yes, they can try, yes, they can. They try to douse my flame. Ain't no stopping us now. But my spirit is tightened. They wanna douse my flame and claim my intellectual likeness. And claim my intellectual likeness. You can catch me in the gauntlet with a roster full of monsters. Keep the heat in the topics. They wanna douse my flame. If I pull it out, it's a profit. These scriptures keep flowing while teaching disciples. You can catch me in the gauntlets with a roster full of monsters. If I pull it out, it's a profit. This the sound of insurrection. Keep a round in the weapon. Blowing loud, it's a session. Lighters up, Kemet the goddess. Pour out effervescence, be the runner-up, the next contestant. Not hearing you haters, ain't no blocking my blessings. They try to douse my flame. Ain't no stopping us now. But my spirit is titans. They wanna douse my flame and claim my intellectual likeness. And claim my intellectual likeness. You can catch me in the gauntlet.
Are you tired of the same old echo chambers? Ready to stretch your mind to places it's never been before? Welcome to the ultimate intellectual battleground on the Coliseum of Arguments Network. It's time to step inside the cave of knowledge. Welcoming your host, Humble Mystic, every Tuesday. We're bridging the gap between the ancient world and the modern landscape. From the deep esoteric wisdom of ancient Kemet to a grounded naturalist view of our world today, no topic is off limits. We're dissecting philosophy, breaking down ancient civilizations, and clashing over modern day politics every Tuesday. This isn't just a lecture, it's a debate. A powerhouse arena where your voice matters. A premier space to step up, voice your opinions, and challenge your perspective with the sharpest minds around. If you love real, raw, intellectual fire, this is the show for you. Elevate your mind, bring your arguments. Subscribe to the Cave of Knowledge with Humble Mystic today. New episodes drop every Tuesday on Coliseum of Arguments. Step into the cave if you think you can handle the truth. Titans Debate League. Only the brave speak here.
What's up, family? Y'all know who it is. It's your brother, Humble Mystic. And tonight, we diving into the topic, was slavery a major factor in the development of Kemet? This topic was brought up by the brother Ben E, and we was having a conversation about this earlier. And my stance on it was not. His stance on it was. Now, before I go any deeper into this, I do just want to make something very clear. I want to acknowledge that when you look at the historical and archaeological records, they do confirm that there are forms of unfree labor and servitude did exist in ancient Kemet, involving limited numbers of war captives and debtors and criminals. However, family, when you examine the physical and material evidence uncovered by archaeologists and anthropologists, it revealed that slavery was never, listen to me, family, slavery was never a foundational or primary economic driver in the development of the civilization of Kemet. we're going to dive into what the true engine of the force driver of Kemet was when we get further into the presentation. But I just want to let that be known, family. While we do see unfree labor and servitude did exist in Kemet, however, it was not the foundational or primary economic driver in the development of Kemet. Let's get into this, family. So let me pop this up here. We're going to get into it. Bang. So first, we're going to go through the diagnostic metric, the stereotype versus the tangible receipts. A lot of people like to hold stereotypes about Kemet based off of the he says, she say, they says, instead of going off of the tangible receipts. Number one, let's go. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to compare some of these myths to some of these tangible receipts. Number one, forced by the whip. There's a lot of people out here who like to say that, oh, well, we can see slavery because we was forced by the whip to do this, and all of the builders was forced by the whip to do that. That is a complete myth. A lot of the fundamental infrastructure, and monumental architecture that came from Kemet was done by civil duty, state taxation, and conscription. It was not done by the force of the whip. Number two, family, unpaid and disposable labor. The myth was that slaves were treated as disposable, right? They wasn't paid, right? However, when we look at the tangible receipts, we see that it's false. We see that the workers in the fields were absolutely paid by rations of, elegant foods. They was paid with land, and they was paid with wealthy valuables such as gold, ore, and other materials that they could trade in value. Number three, there's a myth out here that the Kemetic people worked these people to death. They didn't care about their well-being. They quote unquote try to say it was like chattel slavery in America. However, we see that this is far from truth when we look at the archaeological evidence. We see that workers had access to state medical treatment. They had access to all kind of medical care, including surgery and bone setting. Another myth, family, that these people had mass unmarked graves, that these people were not honored. These people were just looked at as lower than humanity. That is not true, family. In fact, the reality is quite opposite. When you look at the people who, quote unquote, for an example, built the pyramids or, built the irrigation systems in Kemet, what we find through archaeology is honored tombs prepared for eternity next to royalty. So we see the people who built these structures, who built these architectures, were honored, and their tombs was honored next to their projects. Let's get into it, family. My fault. My apologies. So the skeletal. So I know a lot of people might be asking, well, Brother Humble, where is this evidence? If you say that there's evidence that these people were not slaves and that these people were workers in the society, then what's the proof, Brother Humble? The proof is the skeletal anatomy of the people that they